Jai Hind, Pakistan. This country is not worth talking about, discussing at all. It does not have anything of its own, be it economic, social, stable political system. But I have always affirmed assertively it is a shadow threat. A shadow threat which is absolutely unseen or unmanageable. Now, in this thing, where nobody talk about or it generally get missed is how do these terrorists get their money? We know it is a state-sponsored terrorism. We know Pakistan is behind this every infiltration, and there are also elements of Afghanistan. But then one side we see Pakistan taking in begging money from IMF. Then how from where this arms and ammunition is coming if Pakistan is sponsoring or Pakistan is behind this? I wish if it was live and where I could have just taken a pause to seek your comments. But then what I want to set context here is to bring the aspect of narco terrorism, and I made a lot of videos on money laundering and drug trafficking earlier also. The drones which are used for drugs is also trading weapons. Even when Pakistan is a poor state, the people of Pakistan, when they were on the roads blaming, the people of Pakistan occupied Kashmir were on the roads blaming their government. These people are earning hell lot of money through narco trade. Now kindly understand, all this trade of weapons, drugs enable a deeper connect with the informers. A person who is buying a packet is becoming their informer. Terrorists are even infiltrating through Punjab through trucks. All these encounters of Nagrota side indicates this clearly. The truck was coming from Punjab border, and even in the encounter of Doda, where we lost Captain Thapa and our soldiers, the sources have revealed that they had come from Punjab. Now the network of narco terrorism is so deep and robust, with so many people connected in its supply chain. It come along with this from every region where it crosses, and that's how people gets compromised on narco terrorism. Just the way Punjab has been compromised 100%. In 2016, Pathankot attack, which happened in the Air Force base of Pathankot, which was part of Western Air Command, the SP of Punjab Police was arrested. He was the overground worker. He was found to be an overground worker, Mr. Sarvinder Singh. Now, through the money of narco terrorism, all these people, like their informers or people who cook for them or give them logistic facilities, are paid. So they are looked after. Someone was even asking me about a hideout. Now, how is this hideout made? It also involves a lot of money, and approximately it costs around 90,000 rupees to prepare a kind of hideout. Then there are thousands of chapatis, rice, dal, etc. is cooked. Who gets money to get all this kind of raw material of food? From where is this money flowing? This is all through narco terrorism, which is thick, deep embedded in the circuit of terrorism. And that's how they are making their network very strong, network of informers, network of intelligence very, very strong, by giving them and pumping a lot of money to the locals. That's how they plan their ambush, and most of the relatives of Jammu Kashmir people are also sitting in Pakistan occupied Kashmir, where they have a very easy access of information, planning, logistics, food, and the basics to establish their agenda of killing or infiltration or creating violence. So lavishly these people manage the requirements to execute their modus operandi. Now these people have been trying to test and even keep changing their strategies. The terrorists, they have changed they changed their strategy to secular terrorism, and that didn't work fully, and now they have started killing in small numbers, and they have increased the frequency. And after the Riyasi attack, and having an understanding of this entire Jammu region, which is a Hindu majority region, and substantially all other castes as well, including Gujjar and Bakarwal, their next strategy is expected to be communal terrorism, to destabilize the region. Then what is the next strategy is about their communication strategy. They are using radio messenger frequency. They are using Chinese sets, which is connected with the satellites. It is not easy to intercept these communication. And then they are using the phones of locals for the ease of communication. They are also trained on Alpine to run away after they instigate some kind of violence there. Now the next aspect which I want to touch is about the China. What is China doing? The Chinese PLA is building pressures in Himachal Pradesh, Northeast, Sikkim, Ladakh, Uttarakhand, and even trying to influence Bhutan, which is our strategic ally. Now, rest assured that Indian armed forces are also strategically reorganized and they have changed their orbit because we will be combating the mountain warfare. I'm not touching those dynamics here. Coming back to the nuances of strategy of these terrorists and our enemy countries. So where Jammu Kashmir is preparing for all the kind of terrorism, China is building for a kind of, conventional war. So what we call a two-front or a three-front war, one can understand the nuances to it. But the 0.5 front war, which I mentioned about the communal terrorism in Jammu, will be a real challenge, which I personally feel after Riyasi attack. And the increased frequency of attacks in Jammu indicates that and solidify that. Now, people have been also asking me about Article 370, that it has been an excellent initiative to curb the ground workers and flow of money. But this is a continuous process. That was the initiation, and then the other steps are also in the process. Okay, before I proceed, not that we are, I want to emphasize that it's not that we are not ready with our military capability or with our tech capability. I'm explaining all these things to make my audience understand that strategy of Pakistan and basically our neighboring enemies, China, because they are so well coordinated and cooperated in their intentions that it is very important for us to understand the strategy. In my next video, I will tell about the interview of Shamsher Khan, commander of Hizbul Mujahideen. This will broaden the insights about the groups, because till some time back, Lashkar-e-Toiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed were two operating in the landscape of Kashmir. And after isolation, both these groups have created their front organizations, and now these people resistance front and people anti-fascist front are in the vogue for terrorism. This is what I want to bring in this video. Jai Hind.